Hello students, welcome to the channel. Today we will be studying about potential difference and potential due to point charge. In the previous episode we have already started dealing with the concept of potential. Today we will see with some illustrations quickly. Consider a tank of non-uniform cross-section area. The side A is little thin and the side B is broad. And this is a stopcock, and the level of water, as you can see, is different in both the sections A and B. Now what do you observe if we open this stopcock? Yes, when we open this stopcock, then you can intuitively tell, means using your intuitive knowledge you can say that the water will flow from side A to the side B. Why? For the obvious reason, we always know that water flows from higher level to lower level. That is something we know intuitively before studying pressure and all these things. Now second situation, I have two blocks of a metal, say iron, block A and block B. The block A is having heat H1, it is at temperature T1. Block B is having heat H2 at temperature T2. If it is given that H2 is greater than H1, means the second block is having higher amount of heat. Now what is the direction in which the heat should flow? Intuitively you know that the heat should flow from A to B. Why? Because temperature T1 is greater than the temperature T2 of the block. Means irrespective of the amount of heat possessed by the bodies, the heat will flow always and always from higher temperature to lower temperature. It is given T1 is greater than T2. So the heat will flow from higher temperature to lower temperature. The third situation, if we have two bodies A and B, the body A is having greater amount of charge, capital Q, and it is at a potential VA. The body B is having smaller amount of charge, means less in magnitude, small q, and it is at potential VB. But the values of potential is VB is greater than VA. It is given. If B is at higher potential, then the direction in which charge flows, it is from B to A. Means conclusion, water flows from higher level to lower level. Heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature, and charge flows from higher potential to lower potential side. These are some conclusions. These indicate that there is some difference in the heights, difference in temperature, and difference in potential. Difference in height makes the liquid flow because it creates pressure difference. Difference in temperature makes the heat flow. Basically, heat is energy in transit. And difference in potential is responsible for the flow of charges. Yesterday we have seen that potential energy, that is work, is done when you shift a charge from point A to B, and that work done is stored in the charge in the form of potential energy, and it is given by an expression of integral. If you take F external, then you don't have to use negative sign. This we have seen in our previous episode. But if you are using F electrostatic or F repulsion, then we will use a negative sign, because the direction of F electrostatic and the direction in which the charge is shifting, they are opposite in nature, or you can say the value of dr is decreasing. So you have minus of this. If I want to calculate delta U, change in potential energy, this is nothing but UB minus UA, which can be written as this change in potential energy, which is the work done, can be written as minus force, can be written as product of charge into electric field. And the electric field, you know that F is equal to QE. This is something which is known to you. So F electrostat can be written, the charge which is moving being constant comes out of the integral electric field dot dr. If I put delta U divided by this Q, I get minus E dot dr. Delta U by Q, this is nothing but delta V, potential difference. This is something of significance. Potential difference makes the charges flow, and charge flows from a body of higher potential to lower potential irrespective of the magnitude of charge possessed by the bodies. Now we will see how this potential difference affects and what is the potential due to single isotope. Now we will see the expression for electric potential due to single point charge. Consider the source point charge plus Q, and at a distance of x, as usual at the observation point P, we have taken 1 unit of charge, plus 1 unit. This can be coulomb, microcoulomb, whatever, but plus 1 units of charge. And this plus 1 unit of charge will obviously experience force of repulsion, and it will be directed radially away from the source charge. If I want to bring this plus 1 unit of charge close to the point Q and I want to move it through small distance dx, then I have to apply some external force F external against F repulsion. And what will be the value of F external? KQ, this is the first charge, this is the charge which is experiencing the force upon the distance between them. Now with this force, now the thing is that in what you can say, this force can be F electrostatic, it can be F external. In the previous episodes, I've already told you that the charge has to move without acceleration. That means F electrostatic and F external, their magnitude wise, they're exactly similar. Whichever force you are using, according to that you have to see the situation. Suppose if I'm using here F external, then it is KQ into 1 upon R square and the direction is radially away. Now the small work done by external force, it is equal to force applied, which is F external, dot dx, through the which the distance moved. If I take the work done by external force, then this I will get as minus the angle between F external and dx. You can clearly see the F external is in the direction of dx. So the angle between them here, theta is 0 and cos 0 is 1. So you should get F external into dx, because F dot dx is F dx cos 0 1, but still I am getting a negative sign here. That is to tell you that the value of dx, can you see here, the value of dx is decreasing. As you keep coming closer to the source charge, the value of x is decreasing. I mean to say that x final will be less than x initial, and the difference dx will give you a negative sign. Suppose here instead of F external you have used F electrostatic or F repulsion. In that situation the angle between F repulsion and dx, can you clearly see F repulsion and dx, they are anti-parallel to each other. There the angle will be 180 degrees. In this situation theta will be 180 degrees, and due to that cos 180 is minus 1 and you will get again the negative sign. So be careful which particular force you are substituting in the expression. Magnitude wise they are same, but you have to take care of the directions involved. Here I am saying F external, but I have placed the negative sign just to ensure that the value of dx is decreasing, means as I come closer the x final will be less than x initial. Now putting the value of F external, I am getting minus k q into 1 is the same into x dx. This is my small work done. Now in order to get total work done, what should I do? Yes, you are already familiar with these expressions. In order to get total work done, I have to integrate the small work done for the entire path and taking suitable limits. Now my limits will be x equal to infinity to x equal to r. I have covered the entire possible range. Means instead of bringing the charge from P to somewhere here, I am saying I can bring the charge from anywhere, say infinity, to any point in the electric field of Q. So I have taken the complete range. The shifting can take place from any point infinity, as far as infinity to closest to the point, say any point somewhere here R. So the limits are infinity to R. Small work done is minus k q upon x square into dx. This is the expression. Now further, I know you can manage with this, so doing quickly, we will take the constants out of the integration k and q, and we will keep this 1 by x square has to be integrated with respect to dx. So I can write it as x to the power minus 2 into dx. which will become minus k cube. X to the power minus 2 can be integrated using the formula x to the power n, and it gives you the result x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1, which gives you x to the power minus 1 upon minus 1, and the limits are infinity to r. So what am I getting here? Minus k cube. This gives you this negative sign, x to the power minus 1 will give me 1 by x infinity to r. This minus 1 and this negative sign gets cancelled, so it becomes plus k cube. This minus 1 and this minus sign gets cancelled. So what am I getting? W is equal to, I'm getting k cube, substituting the limits, upper limit 1 by r minus lower limit 1 by infinity, for which I am getting k cube by r, because this term 1 by infinity gives you 0. So what am I getting finally? Work done, the expression for work done, better to write it clearly. This is 1 by infinity, and 1 by infinity, you know that it is 0. So I'm getting work done is k q upon r. Now this work done, as we have told you, can give you the expression. This, remember, this is k q into 1 plus 1 unit of charge is getting shifted. So how to get the value of potential? We can write it here. Value of potential is work done upon the charge which is getting shifted. So work done upon the charge which is getting shifted is plus 1. So I am getting it as kq upon r. So invariably, I would like to highlight it here. We have got the value of V, potential due to single charge, as W by Q, and W by Q is nothing but, here the charge which is getting shifted is plus 1 units. So I am getting kq upon r. This is the result or potential due to single charge. This is the result of potential due to single charge. Now one thing I want to make clear, that whenever I say this is potential due to single charge, actually we mean to say it is the potential difference between infinity and that point r. If I write it r, it is the potential at the point r. Even I can say it is the potential difference between infinity and r. You know, potential at infinity is 0. So it is the potential difference between infinity and r, and it is the potential at the point r. If you want, we can slightly show you a small graph pertaining to it. We can have a graph here. This is V or E, electric field or potential versus r. The graph will be of this nature. You know that V is inversely proportional to r, whereas E is inversely proportional to 1 by r square. I hope you got it. Thank you.